All right, guys, we are screen recording again. Welcome in, welcome in. Uh, we should be able to see my screen. You should be able to hear me. And let's go, guys. Today we are going to be creating some notebooks. I homeschool my children, so I need to create some journals for them. And I have a couple journals already made, but for the school year, we're gonna do I have some health books that we created. I'll show them right now. Oops. So I've got some money smarts for kids books. It's a finance book that I'm working on. We also got a Bible study unit book that we're working on. We also created a amazing body kids health book. We created a Bible study journal to go along with this unit class. And we created a kids recipe book for our cooking class. So right now I have to create a journal. We have several classes where we're going to be working on a journal, so that is what we're going to be working on today. Journals are going to be super simple. After the journal, since it's going to be such a super simple design, we're going to go ahead and work with a sticker album. All right, guys, for the size of this journal, we're going to be working on a 14 by 8.5. And this is going to be super simple. We're going to create two different journals for older kids and then two different journals for smaller children. First, we're going to start with the cover. I always love to grab a line and place it right in the center and extend it, and then just bring the transparency all the way down. This is what's going to divide my book. Once my book is divided, we're going to work on the cover. And for the cover, I'm just going to wing it out with whatever is available on Canva. We're really not doing anything extravagant. Or we could go on Google and find like classroom wallpapers or class wallpapers for kids and see if we see anything that is eye-catching for the kids, something that we could totally use for our school journals. This is a cute design right here, but I think it's too girlies. We do have two boys in the class, so I think this is actually pretty cool. And I think that this is what we're going to use. Let's go ahead and save this image. And let's look around to see if we see anything more interesting. This one's honestly pretty cool too, super simple. All right, so we could download both and just see which one's gonna look much better for us. Kind of like the green one because it's much more eye-catching, but we could definitely keep looking around. Spend a couple more minutes just looking for something good. And again, this is for this is for a classroom journal that we are going to be using. The classroom journal is for certain classes that we're going to have where the kids are going to be able to kind of use the journal for their feelings or communication skills, or kind of take the journal whenever we go on field trips, and they could jot down whatever they're thinking about or how they're feeling in the moment and other stuff like that. All right, so I think we got three pretty solid images, so we're just going to go ahead and choose one of the ones we have. And this is going to be our official classroom journal. So whenever we work on something pertaining to needing a journal, that's where we're going to pull these books out. So real quick, the image enhancer that we're using is kind of to elevate the pixels on it so that when we print, it doesn't look crazy. Almost done. All right, and boom, this is our oh, did I save that design? I didn't see if I successfully saved it, but it looks like we did. What do you guys think about our cover? And since we've added our cover, we're just going to go here to this blank side. We don't want to leave it blank, so we're just going to I want kind of a like a super light pastel yellow. So we're going to attempt at a pastel yellow, or should we do any other color? Pastel green? Okay, we could leave it pastel green. All right, so we're going to work with those colors. This is the front cover and this is the back cover. We're going to start out adding elements into our cover. So for example, we're going to look for a label. And this label is kind of just going to be placed on the journal so that the kids can write down what the journal's for, what we're going to be doing with the journal and stuff like that. Here we're just checking out what looks good. This is for homeschool, so I want it to look pretty nice. That looks pretty cool. So we're gonna leave it like that. Or you know what? I like that one. That kind of looks more kid friendly. It's gonna be our journal, and this is where they're gonna put their names so they know whose journal it is. All right, guys, so that's technically our journal cover. And this is the book that we're going to be using for any type of journal related things for our classrooms. All right, now that we've created the cover, we're going to work on the paper side of it. But before we go to the paper side of it, oh, you know what? Yeah. We are not going this route, by the way. I just wanted to see what how that would look. What we're going to be doing for our pages is we're actually going to be building them. Life goes on and 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 on. On and on and on and on and on. Oh, we don't have to build them. This is perfect. Yes, this is absolutely perfect. Perfect for small children and perfect for bigger children. Um, the lines are pretty big enough for them to practice, not too small. So, perfection. Okay, so we've built our pages. This is where the kids are going to be able to use their books in order to write everything they need. They're going to have approximately 13 lines. Don't worry about this line up here. It's going to be cut off. But back to the top here, I want to kind of add like a barcode to make it look a little more like a legit store purchased book. So this is where we go super bougie act adding barcodes, adding anything that'll make it look like a notebook, to be honest. So we added our barcode. We're also going to add some text. So we're actually going to grab this same text and we could put And I really hate the spacing when it does that, so you could just zoom into it and you'll be able to make it as small as you want. And then the only reason why I'm not putting it all the way in the bottom is because this book is gonna get trimmed and we don't want to trim we don't want to trim like the portion that we're designing right now. So by the time we trim the book, this section here will go, this section here will go, and possibly pass by here to the point where these will line down very beautifully with the trimming. We're just going to make this barcode just a tad bit bigger. Hmm. Yeah, that looks great. Let's add a little bit of design to this backing here because it looks so plain and boring. Uh, cool. We could literally add something like this. This looks pretty cool. I think that looks so awesome. Let's make it blend in, but not too much. Yeah, that looks so cool. And remember, guys, that this is going to be folded. This part right here is going to be folded and stapled. And then, you know, you'll have the two different sections. But I think it looks beautiful. I think that it looks super beautiful. And I think we did a great job designing this journal. And I told you guys it was going to be something super simple and easy. So honestly, that's pretty much it. All you have to do is print it on a 14 by 8.5 piece of paper. For the cover, I recommend the 8.5 by 14 glossy photo paper, 80 pound, which is going to give it that paper cover feel. It's going to give it that beautiful notebook feel. And then this, you could honestly print it on regular paper, regular copy paper. One of these and about 20 of these, 20 to 25 pages of these, and that will give you a 50-page book, 40 to 50-page journal book. So we're going to do 20 because what I do is my printer doesn't print double side printing, which sucks. So I kind of just cut in the middle with my guillotine and put them together, and then fold this piece, place the paper in it, trim, staple first, and then trim everything. And that's going to give you a super premium book. Now, this again is for my homeschool. So I teach 4 children homeschooling, and I kind of create my own books and my own materials. So this is something that I will be printing later on. I have to print 4 of these, and they came out pretty great. These are journals that they're going to be taking almost everywhere for field trips or for anything else, to be honest. All right, now that we created our journal, oop, Oh, sorry, guys.